breakfast included the what you household dinner, breakfast, lunch.
Something is coming. Disturbance వస్తుంది. Somewhere disturbance.
లేదు గురుజీ.
Here we are hearing some voice.
ఆన్లైన్ లో బానే ఉంది గురుజీ.
ఆన్లైన్ బాగుందా? నాకు డిస్టర్బెన్స్ ఉంది. ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ రామానంద పరబ్రహ్మ నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ కృష్ణ పరమాత్మ నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ శివానంద పరబ్రహ్మ నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ శంకర భగవత్పాదాచార్య నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ నిత్యానంద పరబ్రహ్మ నమః. ఓం సద్గురు శ్రీ వ్యాస భట్టారకాయ నమః. Atma Namaskars to one and all who are in front of me and along with the spectators in the YouTube. You are all my Guru Swarupa. Today I am talking at Denver of Colorado, United States of America on 4th April 2024 on Thursday, the very auspicious day of praying our beloved Shirdi Baba Maharaj. I am very happy to see you all with a great collection. Today I am going to tell about this Antarmukha Pranayama. Antarmukha Pranayama. Antarmukha Pranayama means, see, there are two words, Antarmukham and Bahirmukham. Antarmukham means inside, Bahirmukham means outside. Mukham means not the face. It is the mind that is coming out and inside. When the mind is coming out, it is called Bahirmukham. And the mind which is inside, it is called Antarmukham. This Antarmukham and Bahirmukham are totally depend upon our respirations. See, we are respiring both up and down. These respirations are directly related to the mind. That is told in Yoga Vasishtam. Lord Rama is taught by Vasishta Maharshi's Guru. Ya pranapana spandaha chitta spanda sayevihi pranaspanda kshayetno kartavyo dhyematochakayehi. Whatever the vibrations of prana shakti, that is oscillation of prana shakti, is directly related to the oscillation of the mind. If you want to control the mind, you have to control your respirations. But unfortunately, controlling respirations are so many methods are taking place just by forcibly doing it kumbhakam or something like that. But there is a very easy design technique, scientific technique told by Lord Sri Krishna to Arjuna, Vasishta Maharshi to Rama, and all the gurus told to disciples this very easily technique. Our Shirdi Baba Maharaj also did the same. Shirdi Baba Maharaj also did the same. You see his face, he is looking upwards. He was doing this pranayama, Antarmukha Pranayama. He became yogi by this Antarmukha Pranayama only. I am going to establish what he was doing. I am not going to tell anything new. But the only thing is, you people, you don't know what is Antarmukha Pranayama. I am going to narrate it. Say, this Antarmukha Pranayama is, pranayama means prana plus ayama, pranayama. Ayama means extension, lengthening, taking more upwards. See, our respirations are expiration and inspiration. This expiration is always more predominant than inspiration. That we are not observing. See, if you observe by common sense, you can understand. When you are expiring, you are expiring very easily. But when you are taking inside, you are feeling some difficulty, is it not? So you are expiring more easily than taking inspiration. That means there is some extra loss of energy through the expiration. That is happening in every living being. Every living being, not only human being, starting from ant onwards, in every living created by Brahma, entire creation is having the expiration more than inspiration. That is actually happening. In this way, we are losing our divine energy, divine knowledge, divine happiness, and divine power. All these four qualities of our prana shakti or vital energy is being regularly wasted through our expiration. That's why we are succumbed into maya, we are succumbed into ajnanam or ignorance. All these happening due to the loss of energy through the expiration more. How it is going out, I will explain. Say you are expiring up to 30 centimeters. Please put all of you put your palms like this, and before the nose, below the nose, you are getting some air vibration, air sensation touching on the dorsal of the hand. And you are entering inside, but you cannot feel it. When you are entering, you cannot feel it. But out of your common sense, you can understand that you are more expiring than inspiring. So you are expiring up to 30 centimeters and taking from 20 centimeters only, because of there is some resistance. Because of there is some resistance, you are taking less. So in this way, in every respiratory cycle, we are losing 10 centimeters of extra energy outside. 10 centimeters per one respiratory cycle. Respiratory cycle means one inspiration and one expiration. Within this one expiratory cycle, we are losing 10 centimeters of energy, knowledge, happiness, and divine light. Also, all these things are you are losing within 1 second, one respiratory cycle. Like that, we are taking respirations 15 times per minute, average. We are taking respirations 15 times per minute. That means in every minute you are losing 15 times into 10 centimeters of extra energy you are losing. Like that, per hour, within 1 minute, 15 into 10 minutes, you are losing 1.5 meters. Like this, you are losing this energy within 1 minute. And within 1 hour, 900 times into 10 centimeters, it amounts to 90 meters. And within 1 day, 24 hours, we are taking this respiration and losing out 21,600 times of respiration into 10 centimeters. It amounts to 2 kilometers, 160 meters. This we are not at all minding it. Nobody is minding it. But regularly we are losing this energy. Within 1 day, you are losing 2 kilometers, 160 meters of divine energy, knowledge, happiness, and power. So like that, what is our age? Till now, we spent so many days of our life. Starting from our birth onwards, we have started losing this energy. So, like this, we are losing, and we are regularly hampering, we are getting devoid of all this knowledge and other things. In the early age of childhood, we are very active. We are very active. Our memory power is very good, and our digestion power is very good, and we are brighter than now, and we are happier than now. So all these things we were having that much of high qualities of energy in the childhood. But at this time, by this time, we are losing so much. We are losing so much. How to counteract it? If you don't take it back again, we will be losing all this energy. Ultimately, we will be landed in ultimate loss of respiration is called expire. Expired means expiration is more, inspiration is less. Ultimately, only expiration, no inspiration. That is called expire. So death means loss of our prana shakti or vital energy to last expression is called expired. And we started our breath from first breath onwards, first expiration. So first expiration, not inspiration. That I can derive it later on. But the thing is, for the timing, you understand that all of us, we started with expiration only. First expiration only, not inspiration. But actually, we see that we are started with the first inspiration. But when we are losing this, there is a fluid in the lungs. Because of fluid only, we could not be able to take respirations in mother's womb. So when you are coming from mother's womb, you started squeezing the fluid. That is called sphingomyelin fluid. After squeezing out that fluid only, there will be empty space created in the lungs. Then only you will take inspiration. So your expression started first. So first expression is called birth, and last expression is called death. Within these two expressions only, our life is happening. If you don't curb this loss of energy, you will be going on taking rebirth. So there will be a cycle of birth and death cycle that is happening for every soul since so many crores of years. So we have been undergoing so many incarnations of birth and death since so many years, since crores of years. Because we are not in no way disconnecting the loss of energy. So the great rishis like Rama, his Guru Vasishtha, Lord Sri Krishna, and all these people, great rishis, they did this counteracting this loss of energy. That is called Antarmukha Pranayama. See, when your expiration is more, that is called Bahirmukham. When you take inside more, that will be called as Antarmukham. When it is extended upwards, is called Ayamam. Ayamam of your pranam is called Pranayama. And Ayamam of your pranam inside upwards is called Antarmukha Pranayama. But unfortunately, by losing out only, all these people are calling it as Pranayama. So pranayama means it should be inside and upwards only. But all these people, they are taking more air inside and keeping there in the lungs, calling it as kumbhakam, and ultimately losing through other nostril and calling it as pranayama. This can never be called as pranayama. This is only swasayama. See, we should understand the difference between the external oxygen and our prana shakti inside. Our prana shakti is vital and divine, whereas outer oxygen is only an inorganic gas. It doesn't have knowledge or happiness or life. But unfortunately, this external oxygen is being in contact with this internal prana shakti when you are coming out. When you are coming out, we are in contact with the external air. But we are not minding that we are losing energy and coming in contact with the external air. So that energy we are losing from inside, you should mind it. You should take it back. When you take it back, the external air entry will be gradually reduced. Without reducing this external air, these people are taking more inside and doing all this, calling it as pranayama. This is only swasayama. Swasayama means taking more air inside. Whereas pranayama means you have to take it upwards by doing internal churning of your vital force. Please, all of you, please rub your palms. Please rub your palms, including the people who are standing also. Please rub your palms. Please rub your palm and find out there is energy, heat generated. Heat is generated. Stop it. So when you rub outside, you will get physical energy. But if you rub inside with the help of the respiration, both up and down, you will get another energy which is in the spiritual heat. That is called yogagni. That yogagni you have to elicit. With that yogagni, you have to remove that obstruction. What is that obstruction not allowing you to go upwards? That is nothing but phlegm. Phlegm, you know, kapham. Phlegm or kapham is the main principle responsible for you not to take it upwards more. That phlegm is the cause for all the physical and mental diseases, and ultimately death also. That phlegm is otherwise Yamapasam. Yama, Lord Yama comes with the help of a rope, which is having black and white thread combination, mostly black. That black is nothing but our expiration. When you are losing more, you are going into darkness. When you are taking upwards, you will come into divine light. Asataha ma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityoma amrutangamaya. All this we are simply singing, but there is deeper meaning in it. It indicating that you have to do this Antarmukha Pranayama. Antarmukha Pranayama means asataha. When you go downwards, you are going to asat. That is not standard. That is asat means that will never exist. It will exist for a moment and it will subside. It will go away. And sat means it is everlasting. If you go upward, that is sat. Here sat is here. And downwards is asat. Tamasaha ma jyotirgamaya. If you go downwards, you will be going into darkness. If you go upward, you will see the divine light. Tamasaha ma jyotirgamaya. Mrutyuho ma amrutangamaya. When you go downwards, naturally, you will face death. Amrutangamaya. If you go upwards, you need not die. But you will merge your prana shakti within here. That is called samadhi. So samadhi is different from death, which are quite distinct and different. If you go loose like this, you will face death. If you go like this, you will go to samadhi. That is awareness, self-realization. That is realizing yourself that I am Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. So this is the great science behind this Antarmukha Pranayama. This science will be experienced within the first day onwards, first breath onwards. If you start doing this pranayama, you will get experience, because till now you are losing like this. But you just reverse the prana, reverse the normal respiration. If you start taking upwards, you will get energy. You will get till now you are losing energy, So if you start losing in energy and take it upwards, you will get energetic, and you will become more freshened. Your brain will be fresh. Your brain will be enlightened, and knowledge also. So all these things will start from first breath onward. This is Antarmukha Pranayama, not designed by anybody, told by Lord Sri Krishna to Bhagavad-Gita to Arjuna in the form of Bhagavad-Gita, Yogam system. All pioneers of all religions, they did the same method of this Antarmukha Pranayama. But Antarmukha means simply closing and sleeping also, it will cause Antarmukha. If you don't do anything and sleep inside, you will go to Antarmukha. But you are not going upwards. Not going upwards. So going inside is Antarmukha. But not only inside, you have to go upwards. That is Antarmukha Pranayama. But nowadays, all the people who are doing meditation, simply they are closing their eyes and sleeping, going to subconscious state. This subconscious state can never be called as meditation. This is not meditation. Say, what for you are doing meditation? To get enlightenment, is it not? But instead of getting enlightenment, you are going to Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. You are not going to Jyoti, you are going to Tamasaha. Say, sub means, what is sub? Sub means down. Super means upward. So now we are at this level of consciousness. When you are doing meditation, simply you are sleeping means you are going where? You are going to subconscious state. Subconscious state. Whereas our aim is, our target is only to go upwards. But to go upwards, there is an obstruction. What is that obstruction? That is kapham. That is phlegm. That phlegm is like butter. That butter has to be dissolved first. That is the accumulation of all our impurities accumulated due to indigested food particle. When we are taking food, some amount of food is being converted to energy, rest of the food is being thrown out through the motion and urine, and there is an intermediate product that is mainly responsible for this collection of this phlegm that is not allowing your respirations to take upwards. So you have to remove that phlegm, which is like butter, you churn it. If you churn it like this, you will dissolve that and you will go upward, and then you will regain all these lots of divine knowledge, happiness, and everything. Is it not? So this is a very easy technique that is told in Bhagavad-Gita, 9th chapter Bhagavad-Gita, Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitra Vidamottamam, Pratyakshaavagamam Dharmyam Susukum Kartumavyayam. This is the topmost effort, topmost vidya of all the efforts existing in this world. That's why this is called Rajavidya and Rajaguhyam. It is the topmost secret also. Topmost secret. When you are, what are the efforts you are doing outside, they are all open. There are yogas, there are so many pranayams, they are told openly, but this is very kept confidentially. Why? Because you have to reverse your respirations. This should be told by a learned guru. Otherwise, you cannot achieve this. Instead, you will get some bad effects also, side effects also. But if you get trained by a learned guru, you will get spontaneous result. Rajavidya, Rajaguhyam, Pavitram, Idam, Uttamam. Pratyakshaava Gamyam Dharmya. Lord Sri Krishna says, very easy to practice and you will get spontaneous result. Why? Because you have started taking upwards in a reverse way, towards indeed energy level. So, this is Pratyakshaava Gamam Dharmya. Very easy to practice, spontaneous results. And Susukum Kartuma, very easy to practice. See, to do other Hatha Yogam and other methods of pranayama, you have to strain a lot. You have to exert your body and so you have to do so many things. But here, simply sit directly and look upwards, do pranayama. Only thing is you have to observe some precautions, dietary precautions. Try to take strict vegetarian, smoking, alcohol. You have to avoid all these things. Is it not? So, apart from that, it is very easy to practice, but there is no proper guru telling this, because there is no guru parampara. Our guru is the centrally located. He is Swami Ramananda Paramahamsa. He did penance this Antarmukha Pranayama in the caves. Snake used to crawl around his body, and he was named as Swami. Swami he was. And his guru on right side is Brahma Sadguru Sri Swami Sivananda Paramahamsa. Both are native of Kerala. They are Keralites. That's why we are doing this white robes. White robes. The Siddha Sampradayam is meant with this white robes. So Sivananda Paramahamsa, he did penance for 3 years. He entered into Samadhi, and snakes, trees and shrubs used to grow around his body. He was named as Apara Valmiki. In those days, Valmiki Maharshi, ant house. When he was doing penance, the ant house built up around his body. Like that, the trees and shrubs grown around his body, he was called as Apara Valmiki. Our Gurudev is Apara Sankara and Apara Vasishtha. Our Gurudev, these are the great rishis. They have designed and they have put forth this very easy Antarmukha Pranayama that I have been teaching this pranayama for the last 45 years. 45 years. This is the first place to come, first trip to come to this Denmark. So, and if you get any question, I will answer and we will proceed.
Is there a specific time that we should do this?
Specific time is there. So, you get up early in the morning, finish off your nature calls, get up by 4 and sit directly and do pranayama what I taught to you, what I am going to teach you. Early morning, you sit for 10 minutes, 15 minutes like that, you can extend up to 1 hour. If you do it for 1 hour, you will get tremendous results. There are good people. Anything? Now I am going to, if you want it, I am going to give it to you now itself, if you want it. Anything? Empty stomach. You have to practice empty stomach. So, everything should be practiced on empty stomach only. Early morning, you will be with empty stomach. Anything? Later, nothing matters. Usually, we will take, because that is a good time. That's called Brahmi Muhurtam, during which your stomach will be emptied, and also you will get with these bowls, and that time you will be very calm. During that calm period, you can practice this. You will get tremendous results. Initially, early morning. If you go and start practicing this, you can do it throughout the day. You can practice throughout the day.
We need to know any medicinal.
Not necessary. Not at all necessary. But the people who are already doing this yoga, you have put for a good question. Yoga is different from this yoga. Yoga is stretching, bending, other exercise. Those are done by youth, and to get physically fit, they are good. But if you do yoga and do this pranayama, you will get yoga very nicely, very perfectly. You can do this pranayama. But the people who are freshly starting this pranayama without yoga, you can do it. So for doing this pranayama, yoga is not a mandatory, and you can directly do this pranayama. That I will teach during the Upanishad. So far, theory is concerned, I explain. Anything? Sorry, Laga Chupistan. Shri Baba temple, how devotees are regularly attending to Alag. Not like this. You cannot sit like this initially. You can sit on very possible Ardha Padmasana. Those people who cannot sit like this, you can sit on sofa also, on chair also. You can start practicing from sitting on chair also. But preferably is to sit on the ground and put your right leg on the left thigh, and sit directly and do pranayama. That's all. Any more question? Anybody can do. Balo, Vruddho, Vyadhiyukto, Yuva, Stri, Sodrajanna, Bhrut, Yogadhikarana, Sarve, Pranam, Sarvadayataha. Anybody can do practice this pranayama. Only thing is about 10 years of age. Below 10 years, we are not going to do. But after 10 years, anybody, any sick person also can do. See, this is dealing with respirations. Breathing exercise, it is one of the breathing exercises. but not with the external air. First thing, you should know the difference. All these methods told by Anuloma, Vinuloma, Kapalabhati, Bhastrika, all these are dealing with the external air, breathing exercise, calling as pranayama. That cannot be called as pranayama because you are totally dealing with the external air. But this is Antarmukha Pranayama. This is Antarmukha Pranayama. And meditation. See, here also a misunderstanding. If you churn buttermilk, you will get butter. So after churning buttermilk for some time, the butter will be floating on the surface of the buttermilk. Is it not? So in order to collect that butter, you start churning and collect it with one hand. This churning is called pranayama and the collection of the butter is called meditation. But these people, 99% of the people are doing this meditation without churning the buttermilk, trying to collect the butter while sleeping. Is it not? So this cannot be called meditation. Okay. I started practicing in the year of 1979. So 45 years over, I did my Guru's service, Guru's Seva, along with my wife for 14 years to my Guru, Swamy Ramananda Paramahamsa. And he attained Samadhi at the age of 91 in the year 1993. After him, I have been practicing this, teaching this pranayama. After that, 93 means about 31 years. Since 31 years, I have been teaching. So from the beginning, I have been practicing for the last 43 years. Basically, I am an allopathic doctor. I did government service for 30 years. And after Swamiji's Samadhi, he rested entire responsibility on me. And he has attained Samadhi in the year 1993. That is there in India, Andhra Pradesh, Vizianagaram district. There is a village called Kamannavalasa. In that village, our Guruji's Samadhi is there, where we are living, along with my wife and family. So all these new people who are coming from Andhra and other states also? Other states also, okay, right. Any more question? Shall I continue or you want to question? Or I will close the session and start giving upadesham. Continue. If I want to continue, I can continue throughout the night. The only thing is, you should put forth some genuine questions. One. Yes, that's a good question. Say this kapham, when you are getting heated up by this pranayama, that the kapham comes out in the throat. If it is more, you have to spit it out initially. But afterwards, it will be reduced automatically. You need not spit it out, and it will be turned into energy. That the kapha is nothing but the intermediate product of this food digestion. So if you do this pranayama, the digestion will be proper and there won't be any chance of accumulation of this kapha. Initially, you will have to spit it out. Some people who are obese and other things, you will get more kapha. See, that is the main hindrance. That is the obstruction. Anymore. This is suitable for you also, because you are in high altitude. But for ordinary people, there is less oxygen we feel. Because of less oxygen, you will have to take some oxygen and other things, more water. See, when you go higher up, the gravity of center of gravity, earth gravity will be lessened. If you travel by a plane, you are going in a higher plane. So gravity will be less. If you know this pranayama, you can do this pranayama in the flight very easily. Very easily. Like that here also you are halfway flying here. You are halfway flying here. Provided you should know this pranayama, do correctly. You need not search for the external oxygen cylinders. If you start doing this pranayama, you can understand what is slum. You will start getting that slum. Without slum, nobody is there. I will make you to churn when I am giving you Upadesha. It is not mantra, it is akaksha mantra. When you are practicing this pranayama, you have to do only churning. That is, you will do friction with this external breathing and internal prana. So if you do churning, you will get friction. With that friction, you will get sound and energy also. While you are getting that sound, that is called Om. Actually, the meaning of Om is nothing but the sound that you are getting, this real Antarmukha Pranayama. But without doing this pranayama, all the people are chanting Om like this. When you are chanting Om means you are losing energy. It is happening through the expiration. But the churning process will enhance your inspiration. That is Om. So this is real Ekakshari mantra called Om or Pranamam. So real meaning of this Om or Pranam is this Antarmukha Pranayama. That is single syllable, Om. Single syllable, you need not utter anything, but you will get sound while doing pranayama. This is otherwise called, somebody might have held up this Ajapagayatri. Japagayatri and Ajapagayatri. Japagayatri means you have to, after Om Bhum Bhaswaha like that is called Japagayatri. But this is not Japagayatri. You need not utter all this Gayatri mantra. But there is a starting for every mantra, there is a one single word called Om. That Om you will start doing this. That's a good question. So many people that think that kapham is in the chest. That kapham is being accumulated in every cell of our body, in every minute. Why you are losing out? Why you are expiring more? You are losing that prana shakti outside. Your body is getting cooled up. When it is cooled up only, this kapham will be accumulated. When you are brushing early in the morning, you will get kapha or not. So most of the time, you will be getting more kapham when you are brushing your teeth. That means your body is already cooled down during sleep. So due to sleep only, during sleep, your body got cooled down and you will get kapha. It's not. So as she asked, the kapha is not only in the chest, it is there in everybody. Your very weight, heaviness, that heaviness is nothing but the phlegm. You will having kapha in the bones also, nerves, blood vessels, tissues, and brain, whatnot. Everything is kapha only. Yes, definitely. Need not go for gymming. Yes, definitely. When you are getting heated up, your water, excess water, fresh and fat, everything will be burnt out. When this burnt out, you will be getting very lean. Your intake of water is also will be reduced. You will get a new experience, When you do other exercise like yoga and other things, you will take more water, more food, everything. But here, when you are getting inside energy, when you're getting inside energy, you need not take more water. Not only that, scientifically, as a doctor, I will explain. When you are doing this pranayama, there is one important structure in the center of the eyebrows that is called hypothalamus. Hypothalamus, below that there is a pituitary gland. This hypothalamus is having two centers, that is thirst and appetite centers. So when you do this pranayama, the more oxygenated blood will be gushing into that hypothalamus. Those two centers will be inhibited. They will be inhibited. You don't get thirst. Don't get thirst. But mind you, you will never get dehydrated. Dehydration is different from this less taking of water by doing pranayama. So many doctors asked this question. When you are not taking more water, can you be dehydrated? No, never. Never. Those people got initiated and they were explained by themselves. They got experience.
You are a doctor, so I'm a cardio-thoracic patient.
Huh?
I'm a cardio-thoracic patient. I had my bypass surgery. So how it helps?
It helps 10%. See, the people who are doing this pranayama, first, your heart and lungs will be taken into task. First, your lungs and heart. Your heart will get lightened. Your lungs congestion will be reduced. Those people who are suffering from all these cardio-thoracic troubles, ailments, they will be get rid of this by this pranayama. I have treated hundreds of people by teaching this pranayama. All these heart patients and lung patients, your bronchial asthma and cardiac diseases and thrombosis and cholesterol, blood sugar, hypertension, all these things will be reduced. And that I already told you. Initially, you can take bath. Afterwards, you get up early and finish off your nature calls and sit in pranayama. Everything will be adjusted. Initially, because you are doing with Dietary, so you have to be first take bath. But later on, you need not.
Antarmukha Pranayama,
Very good question. She's my devotee. She is wife of my Sarma. They were experienced till now. They were doing other methods. But after getting this pranayama, how she is asking those questions. Say, this pranayama is not a physical exercise. First of all, you should know, this is not a physical exercise. The other exercise, like other yogas and all, they are simply dealing with this breathing exercise and other things. Whereas this pranayama is dealing with mind also. You have to keep your mind throughout this process. While taking upwards, you have to keep mind. While pushing downwards, you have to keep mind. So you are simultaneously associating with your mind with this pranayama. Thereby, you will be getting mental energy. So you will be getting more mental energy. Our Gurudev used to say, all these people are suffering due to what? Due to deficiency of mental energy. You get mental energy by churning this process. So what is Ajhatmam? Art is realizing yourself by increasing your more mental energy. So that mental energy is being elicited by this pranayama. There is no other method getting increasing of this mental energy. That's why this is more superior to any other method put forth on this world, on this earth. So this is directly dealing with the prana shakti and mind. Initially I told you, there is a direct relationship between the mind and the prana shakti. When you are doing pranayama, your mind is also involved. There you will be getting more mental energy and you will be enlightened. That's why she asked is very good question. There is a definite relationship between this pranayama and this mental awakening. So if you want get knowledge, do pranayama. If you want to get energy, do pranayama. If you want to get energy, do pranayama. Happiness, do pranayama. Even divine light, do pranayama. So to get divine light, happiness, knowledge and everything, you have to do this pranayama, not the other. This is only called pranayama. Rest of the things are all swasayamas. One question.
So, this reduces the kapha reduces. What about the vadam or pitta? Will that also be balanced?
Which one?
The vadam with this.
Oh, good. See, in Ayurveda, there are three principles that is called Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Vata, Pitta, Kapha are three doshas. Three doshas. That means when they are imbalanced, they are called three doshas. When you do this pranayama, they will become balanced. So they can never be called as three doshas. They are main principles. They will sustain your life. Ultimately, this vatam is nothing but going out. So vatam is going out. Your force is going out. Pitta means even though it is there, it is briskly circulating inside. Is called pitta. And kapha means there are two types of kapha. This impurities of the blood is called kapham, what we are teaching now. But there is another kapham that is not that is also called as kapham that will convert into your suklam, this energy from the food into suklam, that is called retas, and ultimately go to tejas, ojas, tejas. That is all will come under this pure kapha. With that kapha only you will get realization, self-realization. That is quite different from this vata with the kapha. These are all three doshas. They are imbalanced. When they are imbalanced only you will call them as three doshas. But when they are balanced, all these three things will be merged. They will be merged. There is no vata, pitta, or kapha. Ultimately, the suklam, rajas, retas, ojas, tejas, it will be turned into tejas. If not, you got clarified? Balance. Actually, in Bhagavad-Gita, it is told samattam yoga uchyate. The Antarmukha Pranayama will cause you balance. Balance. Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavajana, Nidvando, Nichasatpusto, Niryoga Kshavatmavan. So you get rid of all these extra things, you do pranayama. Yogastha Kurukarmani, Sangam Chatva Dhananja, Siddha Asijjo, Swanubhootva, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. This pranayama will you balance even mental also, not only physically, it will balance this getting rid of all these five senses. Please come. What is it?
How do we eat this spiritual way?
She already questioned, but the thing is, see, spirituality means basing on what?
I mean, when you
meditation already I disclosed. Meditation means you are already, most of the people are simply sitting and sleeping.
That's not talking about that kind of meditation.
Okay. So you want to say what is the correct way of doing meditation? How to get enlightened? Is it related to this pranayama or not? That is your question. Yes. See, our brain has got so many trillions of bed cells. You know, there are bed cells, neurons, nerve cells are there. Our brain is having two types of matter, gray matter and white matter. Gray matter contains so many billions of bed cells. Cells of bed. A scientist named it called because it is called bed cell, neurons. And there is the nerve fibers coming from the cell is called white matter, that is gray matter. So all these cells are not getting adequate prana shakti or blood supply regularly. 95% it is lying in dormant mode. Only 5 to 10% of our brain is fully acting. So rest of the cells are not getting proper blood supply. So if you want to stimulate the rest of the blood cells, you have to supply it. You have to supply. What is supply by what? By prana. How to get pranam? Please rub your palms. So if you start rubbing your palm, the prana shakti will be getting micronized. You will getting subtle energy. With that subtle energy in the form of heat alone will dissolve all this phlegm. Thereby you will be getting stimulation of all the brain cells. So stimulation of brain cells is only spirituality. Who is that? So without stimulation of your brain cells, you can never be enlightened by this spirituality. So stimulate your brain cells by what? By removing the obstruction. How to remove that obstruction? Do pranayama. Pranayama visuddhatma yasmat pasita tatparam tasma na ata parang kinchit pranayama diti srute. There is one Sruti says, pranayama is the only remedy. There is nothing equivalent above this. That is the only solution to realize that. That's why you have to salute to that. That is pranayama. In Bhagavad-Gita, is there anybody reading Bhagavad-Gita? You are reading. Very nice. See, yadanto yoganam chainam paschatnyamastidam yadanto pyakrutatmano nainam pascham chachetasaha. What is there? It is there in what chapter? 15th chapter, Purushottam Prapti Yogam. In that, Lord Sri Krishna says, yatanto yoginas chainam. By means of doing this effort of this pranayama or yogam, yatanto yoginas chainam paschanti atman avasthitam. You will see this atman within yourself by means of this yogam only. Yatanto api. Even if you do any other effort with other methods, nainam paschan chacheta saha, you can never realize yourself. So Lord Sri Krishna declared directly that only by means of this yoga only you can see your atman. There is no other method to realize this. That is told in 15th chapter. You go and verify that. Anything?
How many days are the Diksha? How many days are the Diksha?
You have to do this. You do this until you go to Samadhi.
She is asking for
The-
Diksha.
Diksha within half an hour. I will give Diksha within half an hour.
Guruji is asking how many days.
See, already we are going outward. Our energy is being regularly lost and we are facing nearer to death. So in order to counteract all these things, you have to practice. You have to practice. How many days? How can? You have to pray. You have already entered into a vicious circle. So in order to go away from this vicious circle, you have to practice and you will never leave it also. This is the only method. If you get once experienced, you will never leave it because this is Amrita Vidya. Initially, you are asking how many days, but you will tell to others, don't leave this, because I am experienced. Like that, all these people are experienced. Huh?
That's the question I had.
Huh?
But when we go back to our routine life, how do we?
See, for everything, if you get initiated, afterwards, you all people sit at one place, do a satsangam. So, do pranayama at your house initially, but if number of people are there, you meet at one place, do satsangam, collectively do this pranayama, and read our books. Read our books. Our books is not our books, but the scriptures, the essence of scriptures. We have wrote some books, and you can read and simultaneously do this pranayama. Then you can enhance your practice of this pranayama. This is Brahma Vidya. So Brahma Vidya means it's not so easy, but initially it is very easy to take it up. But you have to maintain it. So maintenance is the very important thing.
Why the Cardio-thoracic
That is also a good question. See, I will tell you, this is not a joke. This is not a joke. First of all, if I give an example, you can understand. See, I will make you to one person to stand, to sit on the floor. He is sleeping. You keep one body sleeping, and you keep another body, dead body. This is dead body. This dead body is not taking the respirations. Why? Why? No prana. This living body is having prana shakti. But we say that this external oxygen is there. We are living with this. That is available to this dead body also. Why it is not taking? No prana shakti. Is it not? You say no prana shakti, but substantially you say that we are living with this external prana. That is there for this dead body also. That is there for this dead body also. Why it is not taking? Soul, you don't say soul. Prana is not there. So you have to admit that prana is different from this oxygen. Is it not? Sangar. We have to admit that this pranam is, divine pranam is different from this external oxygen. With which you say we are saying that we are living with this oxygen. Is it not? So your divine prana shakti is quite different from this external oxygen. Oxygen. But we are depending upon this oxygen, we are saying. We are dying with what? Losing our prana shakti. This prana shakti, how we are dying? By going out and downwards. If you take it upwards inside, this is the necessary of this external oxygen will be gradually reduced. This will be reduced. That is what is told in Bhagavad-Gita. Sparshan krutva bahirbahyan chakshashaiva antare bhruvo pranapano samo krutva nasabhyantaracharino bahirbahyan. You have to remove what all you have taken from exterior. You have to remove it outside. You have to throw it outside by doing this pranayama. Adi Shankaracharya says, Bahye niruddhe manasa prasannata. Mana prasade paramatma darshanam. Tasmin dushto bhavabandhanaso. Bahin nirodha parame vimukti. That is told in Viveka Chodamani. Lord Adi Shankaracharya, he told like, so this external thing, oxygen is essential as long as you are depressing your prana shakti and losing it out. When you are losing it out, the external oxygen is necessary. If you are getting more, this necessity will be reduced gradually. Understand? A layman naturally questions like this. When you say that you are doing pranayama inside means, can you live without this? Yes. Samadhi means what? Samadhi means you are taking this prana shakti inside and keeping it here. When it is here, there is no need of this external aid. That is called samadhi. Right. తీసుకుంటారా రైట్ క్లోజ్ చేద్దాం. విల్ క్లోజ్ ది సెషన్. ఎనీ మోర్ క్వశ్చన్? ఓకే. ఓం స్వస్తి ప్రజాభ్యః పరిపాలయంతం న్యాయేన మార్గేణ మహిం మహిష గోబ్రాహ్మణేభ్యः శుభమస్తు నిత్యం లోకాః సమస్తాః సుఖినో భవంతు. ఓం సర్వే సుఖినః సంతు సర్వే సంతు నిరామయ सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. जय गुरु.